Getting There, where we're always surviving, we're sometimes thriving, and we're just trying our best to make it. I'm Shelby. I'm back here with my lovely co-host.
I'm Deanna, and today we are so blessed because we are here with our mutual friend, like daily lifesaver, and the head of our social media for Loyola's Her Campus, Hannah.
Hey, it's Hannah.
Hey, what up? It's your boy.
What's up, Demon? It's your boy.
As we record this, Hannah's birthday is actually in less than 3 hours, so hi.
The big 22, please join me in being old.
Yeah. Last episode, as you all recall, we talked about birthdays and Deanna becoming a senior citizen, so I'm so glad that Hannah is here to join.
Welcome
to the party.
Thank God.
Yes, of course. I'm ready to be there.
She got the thing. Oh, we love
Or
that.
are you ready to get there?
Guess we'll find out.
Let's go.
Hey! This podcast is being produced through Loyola University Chicago's Her Campus chapter, and we're here to talk about all the things that are scary and crazy and exciting and weird about being a young woman on the edge of a huge transition. We're all seniors here, we're all trying to find jobs, and we're just trying to get there.
But, as always, before we begin, we've got to share a song rec or a podcast rec. And as we get there on our own morning commutes, we love a good tune. So we'll each be giving you a song or podcast that we've been obsessed with this week. And in honor of our guest, would love for you to go first, Hannah.
Okay. So I have been listening to multiple songs on repeat all week, but I'd have to go with When I R.I.P. by Labyrinth. And honestly, I don't remember exactly how I stumbled upon this song, but I think it was when I was listening to Miley Cyrus's new album.
It was like on the shuffle afterwards.
Yeah, something like that.
She was getting there, one might call it.
One might dare to
one
say.
might, yeah.
Who said that?
Not sure.
So, it's from the TV show Euphoria with Zendaya in it, which I actually have not watched yet. It's on my list. But whenever I do, I will definitely be listening for this song because it's pretty good. It's very spooky for Halloween time. You could probably guess that from the title because R.I.P. is not exactly a Christmas tune, you know?
What do you mean?
Are you sure? Listen again.
I mean, I don't know what kind of Christmas you celebrate.
Listen.
Reindeer in Paradise. What else could it mean? R.I.P.?
Ringing in peace.
Ringing in peace. Yeah.
Creative advertising.
Okay.
Hello, that's me.
Hi.
Maybe they're talking about Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's
Reindeer.
R.I.P. to Grandma.
No, dear. All right.
Correct.
Very true. We're taking a spooky turn. My song, it's not spooky at all. I think... Here. Well, the song that I chose is Daylight by Matt and Kim. And it's like
another Christmas tune.
Another Christmas tune. It's like an older song. I've been listening to it for years, and like it's my go-to like happy feel-good song. And the cover of like the album is black, white, and orange. So that always puts me like in the fall mood, and that's what I remember about this song. And the cover it looks like you're like walking down a city street in the fall, and that's my favorite song to listen to. Like on the way to school in the morning, so a little bit different than Hannah's rec, but a different kind of fall, if you will.
Well, that's usually, Hannah, what happens is like, I'm like, hi, here's this like super sad song I've been listening to, and Deanna's like, here's this like pump up jam that I like.
Opposites attract.
Very true.
Honestly.
Very true.
And keeping in my own trend, another sad song for you all this week. It's just my brand. The Brook and the Bluff have been like one of my favorite bands, honestly, since like freshman year of college. Sophomore year of college, I really, really got into them. But they never released a debut album until this past Friday.
Oh,
so it was a big moment for me. I've like listened to them for like 3 years, so it's fine. But their album is called The First Place, and my favorite song on the album right now is called Off the Lawn. And it's so good. It's about like kind of thinking that you've moved on from somebody, and then like they reach out to you or you see them, and then all of a sudden you're like, darn it, like now I gotta like go through that again, like now I gotta like re-move on.
Or you know those memes on Twitter, it's like, I'm gonna get over him, I swear I'm done, him sends you text at 1 a.m. What are you doing? Me on my way to his house. That reminds me of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, very much so. So I like that. I very much relate to that.
This is a very special Halloween episode. It's arguably the best holiday. We can all agree.
Mm-hmm.
We're currently joined by Hannah's black cat, Salem, somewhere in the apartment, which I think is perfect. Chef kiss along with me at home.
That was truly fantastic.
Hannah, what do you like Halloween so much?
Honestly, okay, so my birthday is the day before Halloween. Growing up, I wasn't, like, thrilled about Halloween. I liked it. I never had anything against it, but I was always more focused on my birthday being the day before. So that really took the focus away from Halloween. But now, like, since I've been in college, I think when you get to be an adult, you realize Halloween still exists as a holiday. Like, it's no longer, the traditional trick-or-treating as a kid, but you still dress up, you go out, you have fun with your friends, you celebrate for a whole weekend or 2 weeks, and it's this whole big thing, and it's very elaborate, lots of fun. You can do as many costumes as you want. I know you had, 5, 6?
Yeah, that was, you had like an entire wardrobe at the ready for this holiday.
Who did?
Hello?
No, that's a good point, though, is, like, I can't think of a lot of other holidays that, like, have such a transformative aspect from when you're a kid to now. Like, Easter as a kid was, like, getting candy, and now it's, like, hot. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not religious, there's not a lot of ties to Easter anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is a holiday that's, like, grown up with us.
100%.
And I think it's also, as you mature, like, this is a fun holiday to get into because it's more mature than, like, a giant bunny comes and, like, drops things off. Or, like, give, like, candy crushes to your heart, or, like, to the person you like. Like, there's... that you like.
Not that you like.
That you
a
like.
crush, if you will.
Yeah. No. Hello.
Some might say.
Some might say a crush. But what do you like Halloween, Shelby?
I like it. Okay, first of all, I love haunted houses and, like, scary movies. I scare really easily, as anybody who's gone to a haunted house with me knows. I always feel bad, and I tell people, I'm really sorry, but it's just become a trend that, like, if you go to a haunted house with me, you probably won't get scared a lot, because they obviously target the people they know are going to, like, give the biggest reaction, and I very obviously give the biggest reaction, because as we're, like, walking through, like, a dark room, I'll, like, randomly,
nothing happens, you just scream.
Exactly,
like,
exactly, and, like, I always feel so bad, because then we'll, like, pay the same amount, and my friends will come out, and I'll be like, how was that? And they'll be like, yeah, I, like, didn't get any of the jump scares, Shelby, you got them all, like, great for me, like, and then I just, like, I love the adrenaline that goes with it, like, laughing afterwards.
Oh, that's so much fun, yeah. Oh, gosh,
I love dressing up. I love an excuse to wear a costume.
Oh, any excuse. Yeah, and I like how schools, like, I don't know about, like, your elementary school experience, like, middle school and stuff, but they would, like, want kids to wear their costume to school, and, like, you can go to, like, trick-or-treat at the different classrooms, and, like, they made it a whole thing, and so that's just, like, little cherry on top of the whole thing.
Oh, no, Halloween was banned in all of my, like, elementary school things, because, like, it's too distracting. So, like, you got sent home if you showed up in a costume.
Oh my gosh, we had full-out parties. Like, all through elementary school, we would take the day off. Like, we wouldn't have any classes, or it would, at the least, it would be a half day, you know?
Right.
And we would have everyone, like, kindergarten through 5th grade, gather in the gym in our costumes and do a parade.
Oh,
and then we'd go back to the classrooms, and all the parents would come and, like, bring, different little goodies and stuff, and we just have a little Halloween party every year.
I love that.
That's so cute.
May I share my biggest regret?
Yes.
I need to get this off my chest. So
literally
we had,
never asked that question again.
I know. So at my elementary school, we would have, like, a Halloween party, but, like, after school hours, and so, like, all the, like, families were invited, your parents were invited, like, everything. And it was also, like, a fundraiser for the school, so, like, moms would bake Halloween-y treats and whatnot. And there was a haunted house in the auditorium. And,
Elementary
like,
school?
Yeah, in elementary school. And, like, it was put on by the parents, and, like, I never went in. To this day, I've never been to the Washington Elementary School haunted house, and that is one of my biggest regrets, because, like, from what I've heard, rumor has it, they, like, if they see that it's adults going through, they'll, like, try to make it as scary as they can.
Oh my gosh.
But, like, so, like, you'd see adults coming out, like, you know, kind of
Shook.
like a little
Yeah.
shook, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But then you'll see kids coming out laughing. But I would always focus on the adults and be like, what did you see?
Yeah.
What happened in there? Like,
What
and
if you went inside and it was me?
it was
This whole
Shelby
time.
pointing finger gun saying, do your homework? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my biggest regret. And, like, now I love being scared. And, like, I don't get scared often. Biggest regret.
I hated being scared as a child. Like, to this day, I have not seen very many horror movies because I just don't get the point of sitting there for 2 hours being scared. But, yeah, I went through a little haunted house. It was outside, and I think the walls were made of trash bags. So it was, like,
Love that.
very
Yeah.
low budget of my town to put on.
Oh,
But
my dream house.
yeah. Of course. But I went through with a group of friends. I think there were like 3 or 4 of us. And I had to be, I want to say middle school age, like maybe 7th grade. But we were walking through and there was someone, you know, like feet, like ground level, you know. And they were supposed to,
You know.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
they were supposed to reach out and grab people's ankles.
No, did you step on him?
No, I don't know if it was a he or a she, but they grabbed my ankle and I kicked them in the face.
This is stuff you read about, like,
So
on Twitter or something.
I was traumatized. They were probably traumatized. And to this day, I have not been back in a haunted house.
Oh, because you're going to injure somebody? I love that.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, your fight or flight response, and, like, you're supposed to respond with flight in haunted houses.
Yeah.
But, like, yours is fight. Like, you're
I'm
ready
a
to
fighter,
fight.
you guys.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's also, like, such a primal fear of, like, something reaching out and grabbing your ankles, like, especially from
Yeah.
underneath your bed. I used to try to scare my brothers all the time. I, like, hide underneath their bed for, like, hours and just, like, chill with a book and, like, wait until they were, like, just, like, walking in their room. And then I'd reach out and, like, grab their ankles.
You're a devil. Oh, my God. That was, when
my
me and
gosh.
my sister were little, we've always watched scary movies. Like, ever since we were young, we'd watch movies that we probably weren't supposed to watch. And my dad's like, you know, like, if you guys stay up at night, you really shouldn't do that. And so, like, me and my sister are, like, so tight, best of friends. And so we'd, like, hang out until, like, you know, midnight when we were really young and, like, be giggling in her room and, like, talking and just being kids. And I think this is partially why I have very high anxiety. My dad would, like, hear us, you know, causing a ruckus, and he would, like, creep down the hallway. My dad's, like, a big guy. Like, he used to be, like, 300 pounds. Very big man, but you would not hear anything. He would creep down the hallway at, like, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning while me and my sister were talking, and as soon as he got to the door, he would go, so loud. Sorry, listeners. So loud. And I think I pissed my pants once. And he would do this once a month. Once, twice a month, sporadically. It was, oh my God, it was horrible.
That's awful.
And then he'd just come in laughing and be like, go to bed.
Oh my God.
That's good parenting, though.
Yeah. Like, he would just scare us, and then we'd like, you know, freak.
That's hilarious.
I miss that.
Oh.
Did you have, like, a top tier Halloween costume as a kid?
I think my favorite, because I was this, like, multiple times, I loved being a witch. I loved being a witch. It was so many different variations of a witch. Purple, green, just all black, you name it. I loved being a witch. So, I think.
You know what's so weird? Because you guys know me, and you see my apartment right now and all the witchy trinket things that are here.
Oh, yeah, for anyone just, you know, a visual, we're, like, in Halloween town. Hannah's place
Yes.
is decorated with Halloween decorations year-round. This is the aesthetic of this place. Continue.
I was never a witch for Halloween. To this day, I have not been a witch.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
I know.
In the slightest.
I don't know. I was a black cat one year. That's, like, the closest that I've gotten, actually.
That's really weird.
That surprises me, because I feel like
It just, like,
you're-
fits your aesthetic.
I know.
Like,
Your
your
everyday-
10-year-old aesthetic. Like, it
well, your, like, everyday dress is very much modern day witch. Like, that's kind of
True,
your
true.
fashion aesthetic to this day. So, whoa.
I know.
What were you as a kid? Like, what was your best one?
Yeah.
I don't know about best, but I can definitely pinpoint the words.
I would love to hear
tell
that as
me.
well.
I was Big Bird.
How old were
Like,
you?
I would have to ask
my
my mom,
gosh.
but I want to say like 3 or 4.
Oh, you were like, those were like
my
adorable. I was
gosh.
picturing like 13-year-old Hannah.
Oh God, no.
I would die.
But yeah, it consisted of, I think, a yellow raincoat that my mom glued feathers to.
Oh my gosh.
Bright yellow feathers. And then I think I had like a yellow rain hat type of thing.
Uh-huh.
And I don't remember if I had a beak of some sort or what I did. I think I had striped leggings that looked like Big Bird's legs. But I don't even remember anything else from the costume. Just the feathers.
Oh my god. I think, in honor of turning 22, that's what you're going to have to do next year. You're going to have to bring that back as a 22-year-old woman. No, you'll be 23 at that point.
Yeah.
No, wear it this weekend for Halloween.
Oh my god.
Good point.
Very true. Very true. And Shelby, what's your standout costume?
I always had lame ones because my brothers always had really good ones.
Mm.
And I always, or not, like, my brother one year went as an ATM.
What? Did he hand out money?
Yeah, well, not real money, but he,
I was like, hello?
he, like, went to our copy machine in my house and then, like printed off, like, copies of, like, $20 bills.
So,
and then, like,
committed a crime.
Well, and then my dad made him write on the back, like, this is fake.
Yeah, I was kind of like, wait, you can't do that.
in, like, huge letters. But he was in, like, this box that my parents and him painted to look like an ATM, and he just, like, walked around in this cardboard box. Like, another year, one of my brothers was a Lego. One of them was a playing card one year.
Oh my god.
And so I feel like mine were always boring. Like, I was, like, a movie star or, like, an 80s workout chick, like, as, like, as, like, a 9-year-old. So I think, like, my best ones actually were this year and last year.
Yeah.
Because last year, I was Coraline.
I loved that one.
Your Coraline
Thank you.
costume slapped. That was so good.
And then I recycled the costume minus the wig, and I was the Morton Salt girl this year.
I saw that picture recently and I'm like, wow. She really did that. Like,
Thank you.
It looks good.
Thank you so much. As fun as Halloween is, and we talked about this, like, there's also spooks and scares. And I wanted to talk about the things, because we were talking about this before too, but, like, I was thinking about the things that I'm scared of right now, and there's such a huge difference between, like, what I was scared of as, like, a 6-year-old versus, like, what I'm scared of now. Obviously, because my life is so different. But there are, like, lasting things that are always scary to me. Like, I cannot handle spiders. I just really, really can't.
That's, like, the number one thing. And, like, I mentioned this before. Like, I don't get scared. Like, I love scary movies. Very interested and intrigued with, like, death and, like, the afterlife and ghosts and all that stuff. Like, that stuff is so interesting to me. But if you put me in the same room with a spider, the odds of me fainting are high.
Yeah.
Very high. I can't do bugs. I think it's, like, an actual phobia I have. Like, I just can't. Like, no.
I'm not saying I like spiders.
How dare you? How dare you?
Leaving your house.
But they don't bother me.
How dare you?
Like, no, you need one person like that.
Right,
You
to
do.
kill them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
Like, would you kill it?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you're not like, oh, it's a lie.
I'm not gonna, like, save them. But
Okay.
I
Oh my
won't.
gosh.
I don't know. I don't freak out when I see them. I'm just like, ugh.
I
you
have
know?
to tell you this. Sophomore year, I was on the 6th floor of my dorm. And as I'm, like, going, what was it? I was going up to my room one year. And I stop on, like, the 5th floor. And someone was going from the 5th floor to the 6th floor. And as they get onto the elevator, this gigantic spider crawls into the elevator with us, like, moves, like, scuttles its way in, and it's, like, big, and it's brown, and it's got pointy legs, and I let out, like, the biggest shriek you could ever, like, I was
Oh my god.
going to start crying.
Yeah.
It was so huge, and it was, like, the thing that's scary to me about spiders is that they can go in any direction, and you do not know
you
which
don't know.
direction it's going in.
Because it's like kind of like a circle, you know,
Exactly.
all the legs. And they go
Exactly.
fast.
They go so fast.
Especially, don't know why there's such big spiders in the city, or like
Oh,
at least
they're
around
huge.
campus.
They're huge.
Huh.
So the spider's, like, barreling towards me, maybe 70 miles an hour. and
Not gonna fact check that.
No, I trust
you
you.
should, because it's correct. And I shriek and, like, jump over it, slam into the wall, like on the other side, like fall down. Now I'm extra scared because I'm eye level with this.
Yeah,
thing.
no, gotta, like, just like Hannah kicked that
like,
person. Yeah.
I'm, like, literally, I've got, like, tears, like, starting to fall down my face, and the guy that's in the elevator with me, he's like, hold on, I got this.
Aww.
So he's like, of course, my shrieks have alerted, like, everybody on that floor. So then, like, a bunch of people come, like, running out, and this guy's like, what? And I'm like, it's a spider. He's like, oh, okay. So I was like, kill it. And I was like, stomp on it. Like, somebody squish. And it, like, of course. He was like, no, I got this. Sprints back into his apartment. I was like, perfect. He's getting a big boot to kill a big spider.
Yeah.
Was it a cup?
This man comes back with a cup and a cutting board.
No.
I was like, how could you? And so now I'm screaming. I'm like stomp on it. I'm so mad. And he's like screaming back at me. He's like, no, like I'm just gonna put it outside. Like, why would you want me to kill it? And I was like, how dare you do this to me?
Oh my god.
He scoops up this spider after several tries because of course it's fast and it's huge and it's on the attack.
Because little devils,
Exactly,
little demons.
exactly.
They abide to no God.
And then he takes the spider and puts it outside my dorm, and I was like, perfect. It will be back in my room by tonight, I guarantee you.
Yeah, because he's going to remember you. All right.
How could you?
I have pinpointed the source of my trauma. You reminded me. May I put forth 2 reasons why I'm traumatized?
Of course.
Reason number 1. Do you guys remember that episode of SpongeBob where there's a butterfly, like, in Bikini Bottom, and it lands on, like, Sandy's air dome, and, like, you can see the face, and there's a buzzing noise?
This is important for you to know, but
Oh, no.
I was not allowed to watch SpongeBob, so
Oh, you've told me this.
never
Me
seen
either.
an episode.
You guys! What? Okay.
And
So,
I have no desire to.
okay.
Me either.
Listeners, everyone else in the world knows that.
All
Both
the
y'all,
other intellectuals.
all the other intellectuals know that you are missing out. But, okay, it's an episode that happened, and so, like, it's a really cute plot, whatever. But when, like, they show the picture of the butterfly, like, landing on Sandy's, like, breath tank thing, it shows an up-close, like, you know, video of a butterfly's face, like,
No.
up close. And there's a
No.
buzzing noise, and there's, like, the little antennas going like that. That is reason number 1.
Yeah.
Reason number 2, this, like, I remember this vividly. It was at, like, my old house that I was probably, like, 4 or 5, and we had a babysitter who, it was just me and my sister. They had caught a moth that was in the house. Like, she caught it in her hands, and she was going to release it outside because she was one of those psychos. And to be, like, cute and funny, she had released it outside. Me and my sister didn't see her do that, though.
No.
To be funny, she, like, pretended to chase us around the house with this moth.
No.
When my parents came home, I went up crying and said, fire her. And they did. So,
Good.
I hope you're doing well, Kathleen.
Now that you've ruined a life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Tana, do you have any lasting fears? Since
Honestly,
it's clearly
okay.
not spiders.
Yeah.
I cannot remember anything distinct.
What if you ended the sentence? I just
That's
can't.
it. That's it. That's spooky.
Yeah, that's it.
My fear is memory.
Oh, no.
No, I don't have any distinct fears from childhood that I can think of. But
good.
one that I have now, which could be like residual from childhood, is just the ocean. Like,
I'm so glad you brought this up.
it freaks me out that we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own ocean, and I don't know, like
It's
shipwrecks exist.
It's
You
so
were with
deep.
me. Freshman year, Hannah and I would go around our dorm, like, 4 years ago, and, like, campaign against the ocean in, like, Michigan.
What? Wait. In what
And
way?
I don't want any questions.
Okay. I retract.
No, the ocean is so scary.
It's terrifying.
Terrifying.
Like, no, I can
Did
get on
I
board with
swim in
this.
it when I was in Mexico this summer? Yes.
Ugh.
But will I ever go near deep water?
No.
No. Oh, no. We used to go boating in, like, the Gulf of Mexico, and we'd be, like, in the middle of the Gulf. And, like, you can't see anything around you.
No.
And it's, like, a deep blue.
That's
That's
what
scary
scares me
stuff.
the most.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
okay
vomit.
as long as
I'm gonna vomit.
as long as I'm on the shore or very near it, I'm fine. But giant ships also bother me. Like
cruise
How do
ships.
they float?
cargo ships. Yes.
They're not meant to.
float?
That goes against creation.
I know there's physics behind it. I've been
physics are
mansplained.
fake.
I don't know.
I know.
If that's true.
Physics are fake.
But it just, yeah. How does it happen? How does it work?
How?
It really just is fear of the unknown coupled with, I think, okay, my mom has this theory about why I'm afraid of large ships because, you know, it doesn't matter. Cruise ships, cargo ships are the worst because they're huge and scary and who knows what's on those. But
What are they holding?
What are their intentions? We don't know.
Cargo ships.
Exactly.
DM us. Oh, no.
Anyways, she and my dad went to see Titanic. And they brought me along as an infant. Because, you know, I think it came out in, 97?
98, wasn't
98,
it?
yeah.
One of those two.
So I was, you know, a few months old. And my mom swears that I slept through the entire thing. But somehow, like, the content of the movie must have made its way into my subconscious or something.
I believe that.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
I have nightmares about like, being on these giant ships and, like, shipwrecks and all of that. So that's my mom's theory, and I don't know whether I buy it or not, but it's definitely a possibility.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Like, being so young and impressionable and your mind is forming and all these things, like, that probably just created a little fold in the brain under fear.
Oh my god.
We hate to see it.
We love to see it. We love to have answers.
The truth is out there.
The truth
is out there. Let's get it.
Third eye's open. But like right now, as a young woman, and I'm gonna go there. What keeps you awake at night?
Oh, okay. So real life fears.
Yeah.
Okay, real life fears.
I mean, spiders are real life fears. But
Oh
like,
yes, 100% physical evidence of demonic entities.
Correct.
But like real life fear, I'm just gonna assume this is in the back of everyone's mind is just like, this degree is gonna be worthless, and I'm not gonna get a job, and I'm gonna freeload off my parents till they kick me out, and I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Big fear.
Yep.
Big time. But
yeah,
I'm not really scared of anything else besides spiders. That and spiders.
Not bad.
Yeah, right? It's
Pretty good record. You know.
Yeah. I think I'm fine.
2 is fine.
Yeah. That's all I got.
What
do
about you,
guys?
Shelby?
Yeah, same. It's like, well, tonight we had a career fair for the School of Comms, School of Business here at Loyola, and I used to be so scared and intimidated by like my peers and the people in my major. I think now I truly do see it as an advantage and as an asset, not only just as like a networking opportunity, but people who totally, truly understand what you're going through in that moment and can also help bring you with them and help make you better and push you and work through things with you. But I am really scared constantly that you're not going to be good enough. Like, it's not even like that my degree won't matter. It's like, especially if like the job market for an MMJ, a multimedia journalist for everybody else out there is like,
in layman's terms.
Exactly. It's scary. And I think I also have a lot of fear about like going to a private school, going to college in general, and feeling like I have to like turn something around immediately to show that it was all worth it. Not only the 4 years of my life that I dedicated, but all the money that went into this, all of the stress, all the heartache, everything that came with it, like moving away from my family, and I don't know, it feels like a lot of pressure to make everything worth it.
And there's also like this outwardly expectation from like, you know, family members, peers, whatever, that you're gonna get a job as soon as you graduate and like you're gonna be employed right out of school, but that's not how it works a lot of the time. But so I get that.
I did have a professor tell me, a professor who I actually really trust and really, really like, she said that the hardest part of this whole journey, like your entire career, is going to be this time right now. Because once you get that first job, you can kind of like stepping stone, take yourself into the next jobs. Like everything becomes about connections and opportunities and experience. And right now, even with internships and opportunities you might have had, it's like it doesn't compare.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's also scary to think like, well, I could either take like this job after school, or I could take this job, and what if I take one of them, that's going to completely determine my career. And I know it won't, determine my career path for the rest of my life, but
It feels.
it might.
It feels
Who am
like
I to
it.
say it
Yeah.
won't? Like,
Mhm.
Really fear of the unknown again, right?
Yeah, and just a
Oh my
different
gosh.
sense.
The what if.
oh my gosh, the job market is just a big ocean.
It,
Let's
let's flesh out this metaphor. I agree.
not talk about the ocean anymore.
Sorry. Sorry. No nightmares.
Hannah, tell me your deepest fear.
Let's get into it.
I think I'm really more afraid for the end of this semester and then the following semester more than like post-graduation, just because post-graduation I at least have an idea of, where I want to be. I think I'd want to stay in Chicago, and I know roughly, the type of jobs I'm going to be looking for. I guess I am afraid of like affording to live here and what that's going to look like exactly. Like, I don't know if my current roommate is going to want to stay in Chicago, so what my living situation will look like. But as far as this semester and next semester goes, I just really need the exact class schedule that I need to graduate. So if that doesn't, I'm just really afraid for registration, I guess. But
Oh, gosh.
once that settles, which actually happens in 2 weeks?
No,
week?
it's
Next week.
It's Monday.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
It like starts. Oh, I hate it.
Ooh, yeah, but that's really what I'm afraid of. And then just the whole graduation process and making sure everything gets done and like no surprises towards the end, I guess. That's really what keeps me up at night.
No, I feel that. Or like just a little thing like you didn't check this box, so you can't walk on stage. Like just something so small like that. Like it's not
Like
gonna
some
happen. Totally.
bureaucratic,
Yeah,
Exactly.
something
small,
like that.
yeah.
Ooh, real life scares. Real life scares.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you use to cope with not only these fears, but just like fears in general? We're all like, no, we wallow in them.
Sleep.
Aldi $2 wine.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Didn't know if we could. Glad someone did.
We're all
Winking
21
owl.
here. Some of us are 22.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you don't have to point that out. Yeah. Just like relaxing, taking a step back, and like just like showing myself, going on to Locust, like our, like, Loyola headquarters kind of deal. Just like, everything is fine. Look at it. You checked all the boxes, like you signed all the documents, you're fine. That helps. And then talking to like my parents, my dad was in a role that like he hired people for X amount of years, and like he's like, we've seen so many people across the board with all different kinds of experiences, like you will be fine. And I need to hear that.
That is nice to hear. I think every time a professor is like, oh, like, no, you'll be fine, it adds maybe 70 years to my lifespan.
About, yeah. Like about every time. Oh dear.
I think also there was such a long period of time when professors, in an attempt to push you to like get involved in things and go try things, wouldn't intentionally try to scare you, but would talk about like, you need to get involved or it's going to be really hard for you to find a job that you want.
Yeah.
And that's also like a competitive Chicago market versus if you were trying to get one somewhere else. But I think now that the turns have tabled and professors are more like, no, like, it's okay, you've got this.
Oh, yeah, it really is. Oh, that made my heart feel nice and fuzzy again. See?
You just need someone to say you got this.
You'll get there.
It's me. I'm telling you, you got this.
Yeah, it's Hannah. That's why
Every
she's here,
day.
actually.
Yes.
Now that we've spooked ourselves and then made ourselves feel better, like any good scary movie would do, like give you an adrenaline rush and then like you laugh it off.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly? Who said that? Next week, we'll be back with our regularly scheduled Tuesday episodes. And next one, episode 6, is going to be a topic that's near and dear to both Deanna and I's heart. Unfortunately, one that we do differ on, but not by my own choice. It's just a lifestyle. But
if you want to live your life that way, I can't say anything.
it's not how I want to live. It just is. I
That's
can't
fine.
to
That's
tell you we're talking about being late.
That's it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk about it.
We had an event a couple weeks ago for her campus, and Deanna came over to my house before we left, and it's like we probably could have left like 10 minutes after when we did, 15 if we wanted to push it, and like have been fine. And Deanna was like, we need to go, Shelby. And I was so confused. I was like, why? We could just sit at home for 10 minutes.
We will talk about it next week. We'll talk about it. It's
Very
fine.
exciting. Hannah, thank you so much for being here with us.
We love you so much.
Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be on the Halloween episode.
And you're our first guest.
Yeah.
Like, this makes the most sense in the world
Yes.
for it to be you.
Follow us on our Instagram and other social channels, Twitter, Facebook.
Quick plug. We love to see it.
We love to see it.
Yeah,
Yes.
but Hannah creates a beautiful spooky cadence for us, and she changes it according to time of year, and you guys should all check out her work. She's an amazing graphic designer, and we just simply love her.
The difference between our social medias is like our Facebook is very like put together, very businessy. Our Instagram is very cute, very artistic, like amazing graphic design, and then our Twitter is like a gremlin runs it.
Shouting into the
is,
void.
Yeah.
The gremlin is me.
That is the Twitter voice. That's what we need on Twitter. It's all with the brand.
Today I published a link to Deanna's article about the Blair Witch Project, and in the caption I have like, you can't spell Blair Witch Project without iconic. And if you know alphabet, that's wrong. But
You know alphabet.
Go check out the tweet. Do you know alphabet? Take the test.
follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
All of that. She's doing wild hand signals that y'all can't see. But we want to thank you guys for tuning in again. We hope that you stick with us, and hopefully you'll be there when we get there.
And have a safe and very spooky Halloween.
Yes, go have fun, but be safe about it.
Bye.
Bye.